Okay.
Hi. Hi. So, okay. Hi, everyone. So
Hi.
last week, I went through last week's video where the group was discussing the topics from previous weeks. So tourism in Sri Lanka, social media, commitments, stress, and etiquette. So I have a paragraph I'm going to read to you. And I'm going to read that paragraph first, and then I'm going to read a second paragraph. And I want to see if you notice any differences, if there's something different between the two paragraphs. Okay, so I'm going to start. This is the first paragraph. Okay, so like I was gonna make dinner, but then I realized I didn't have any like pasta, you know? So I was like just standing in the kitchen, kinda wondering if I should like go out or just like make something else. And it was getting late, so I just like made eggs instead. So that's the first paragraph. And now here's the second paragraph. I planned to cook dinner, but realized I was out of pasta. Standing in the kitchen, I debated whether to go out or prepare something different. Since it was already late, I settled on making eggs. So, did you notice? Okay, first off, which paragraph sounded better to you?
Second one.
Second one.
Okay, so what was different between the first paragraph and the second paragraph?
First paragraph, you say, like that.
First
So-
one is like how we talk like that. Second
Yes.
one, how you talk like that.
and like. So and like. And so I'm not saying this to be don't be self-conscious or anything, because this is a problem that Native American speakers face when they have to give presentations in front of people. So students in class, if they have to talk, I've seen this. I've done it. I do it a lot too. I'm sure I'm guilty of it, that I say like, and it's almost just a mechanism, because sometimes when you're trying to get your thoughts, instead of just being silent and getting your thoughts, you feel like you need to say something. So then people say like, because they just don't want the silence. But actually silence, short periods of silence is okay. It's like you're thinking, right? So a couple of things I think to be aware is just record yourself and listen to how many times you say it. Of course, everybody is going to say like or once in a while, but this is more for if you were having a conversation with like in front of people, right? So if you were discussing a topic, it sometimes can get distracting if all the other person hears is like or multiple times in a row. It takes away from the content of what you're saying. So record yourself, listen to yourself, and then remember it's okay to pause. It's okay not to speak in between your sentences if you need a moment to get it together. But I think you
Okay,
guys did
one
it.
comment. One comment. So
I just
this
wanted
is
to
why.
say, you guys did a really good job. Besides that, the only other thing was probably maybe tense sometimes, but that wasn't. I thought you had a really nice conversation last week.
One comment. this is why I put the videos, because nobody, I think last time I saw maybe 50 people watch. I don't know who they are. The reason I put these videos, you can watch it multiple times and you can find out the mistakes that you are doing. Also learn from Laura, as I told them, right, Laura? So whenever they make a mistake, instead of stopping them and telling them, oh, this is the mistake you did, when you paraphrase, see whether you can correct it, so they'll get that. I think that
But
would help them.
I just want to say again, though, this is an issue that native English speakers, these are challenges that we face. It's just something that people say sometimes. But if it's said so much, saying the same word repetitively over and over again, it kind of takes away, especially if you're in front of a class, if you're in like an academic setting and you're trying to give talk. See, I just said, see, like I'm aware of it. So like every time, see, I said like, so it's just something that you have to just be aware of. And it just comes with time. That's it.
Can you give them an example of a grammatical mistake that you always do, which irritates me? Can you give them an example?
Oh, yes. What is it?
You want me to help you?
Went, I think it's went, between
You
went and
say,
gone.
you say, I had went to the
I had
store.
went, and so you should say I went to the store. That's, or
No.
I have gone to the store.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So sometimes I flip those two.
So that happens.
And it irritates him. And to me, it's not a big deal, but I guess once he says it, then like I'm very mindful of not doing that.
Okay, today's
But
topic.
Jay is very critical.
See, I'm not a linguist, but I think, yeah, I pay attention. That's how I learn. I learn from people. I learn from people who can, articulate well, who can write well. I pay attention to what they do.
But can you give an example, since you were a teacher? I mean, chemistry, but you were a teacher. So can you give an example when somebody had to give a presentation and things that they did that just made it almost impossible for you to listen to what they were saying?
So this guy, I felt so sorry. We used to, the chemistry majors, they had to give seminars. So they had to give a presentation like for 20 minutes, then we would ask questions. So you can tell someone when they are not prepared. The topic, they pick the topic, we approve, and then they give a presentation. The topic he picked was caffeine. Okay. So I told this story to Rocco when he had to give his first presentation when he was in grade 3 with PowerPoint, or grade 3, 4. So I said, I want you to remember this story. The guy was not prepared. I'll give you some of the things he said. He put a structure. He said, this is caffeine. Caffeine is white. Caffeine is in tea. Then he goes, this is caffeine. He would repeat some of the stuff that he had said. So you have to, this is why I want people to, if you are going to talk in front of an audience, prepare. As Laura said, video it. Look at your own mistakes and try to correct it. That's the best way. I do the things that Laura mentioned. I used to do. One of my professors, he corrected me. This was at, I had just started my life in this country, I used to say, I would say, I went to the movie, and you know that, and he said, stop saying, He
That's
helped
a
me.
big one. That's a
After
big
that,
one.
because
You
of
know.
this dog, we both laughed. After that, I never said, He
I
shocked me. He said, stop saying, So imagine how annoying that can be. So he was my mentor. Yeah, we all do that.
and that's a good one. Like
Uh,
those are good. But I think when, especially you're in front of people giving a speech or a presentation, then not only are you giving that speech, but now maybe stress is involved in the situation because you're nervous. So you have nervous energy. So when you're nervous, you tend to talk faster. You don't take breaths in between. And so then I think that makes it worse. I think that's when you start to put filler words in. Yeah.
Even now, I have this habit. When I watch the video, I would say right. I would say the word right. I would say that, we are going to talk about this, right? You know that this topic is very important, right? I still have that stupid habit. Instead of, now I say right. So I have to work on that. We all have to work on our presentation skills.
So that's what I have a list. And so I have those 4 now on the list. And so I'll just be mindful myself. It's hard. It's hard not to say some of those words. It's just a habit that you have to kind of break. So that's good. So I say so sometimes a lot, like in the beginning. So we all have little quirks when we talk.
Okay, let's see
Okay.
today's topic. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen just to, so you can start, Laura. We'll start today's topic. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I just have to. So last week I wasn't here for the discussion, but I heard that the topic for this week is going to be religion.
And it's going to be maybe 2 to 3 weeks. This topic is going to be an extent, because in this topic you can also use the previous topics. Whether you can talk about commitment, you can talk about etiquette, you can talk about other things also here. So let's do it for 2 to 3 weeks so people get an overall idea about religion, not only about your religion, but religion, in general. So where do you want to start? So we'll come to these words. I'll keep track of these words. I kind of know because I made this list. I'll see, take a look at this list maybe next time. Some of these words are difficult. I was telling them the difference between G with a capital, God with a capital G, and the God with the simple G. They did not know. So I said, when you use the capital, G, that you are referring to the one God that is, in the Bible and Quran. So that's Jews, Christians, and Muslims. When you use the lowercase God, it is like others. For example, then I gave him, I believe in God. It's very obvious this person is either Christian, Muslim, or a Jew. But if you say, I believe in God, Vishnu, now it is the lowercase. A lot of people, most people don't know the difference. I think it's very important to know this, especially if you're an adult. Then there are words like apostate, proselytize. Take a look at them. Next week, we can go over these words, but I want you to go, if you don't know, look them up in a dictionary, know how to pronounce them, right? And you have time to do that. Laura, do you want to start here?
Sure.
Yeah,
So,
question.
Yeah.
What is different, Lord and God? Lord, sometimes they will call Lord also.
Yeah, they address God as Lord, right? Remember in the
Both are
Ten
same word?
yeah. So when that's another way of Christian addressing God, saying, "Lord, help me." That's the way of it. Another way of addressing the Christian God, I think. Laura, you want to add anything?
so I didn't know, so I just looked it up. So God refers to the supreme being, the creator of the universe. Um, sometimes, I mean, sometimes they use it together, Lord God. So,
Yeah, Lord God. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Anything you want
Did
to
we
add?
want?
You can look it up. It's
I
another
did,
way of
but it doesn't
addressing
really.
God.
It just says Lord emphasizes the relationship.
Yeah. See here, here. Look at this one. This is I just did a use Copilot. They say here
Yeah.
God and supreme being. Here, just take a look at it. Right, overlap religious texts, but they carry distinct meanings depending on context, language, and traditions. Here's a breakdown. Blah blah blah. So often used to denote sovereignty, rulership, mastership. So
Okay, so I just asked if there's a difference, and they said yes, there is. They can be used interchangeably, but
yeah,
God is referring to supreme being, creator, and then Lord is a title that conveys authority, rulership, or mastery.
I'm trying to come up with an equivalent using another example. I'll find it. If I find it, I'll tell you, right? Lord, another way of referring to the God in both Christians. I don't think Muslims use the word Lord. I think it's mostly Christians. I'm not about Jews either, right? Maybe Jews do because it's in Psalms. Yeah. So it's mostly, I think, Jews and Christians use the word Lord, but I don't think it is in the Quran. I'll check and let you know.
No,
Okay.
Muslims do use the word Lord.
They also use the word Lord. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, but I was just going to say maybe this makes a little bit more sense. So when paired, it says Lord God. It blends. Lord is like a sovereign authority, but God is more of a divine identity. So it pairs divine and sovereign authority.
So I'm sharing my screen. How many of you? I know only two of you are there. I know Laura uses. Vatsala and Usha, do you guys use Copilot when you want to find things? Usha?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you?
Do
Copilot.
you use this to learn English? Look
Yes.
at that. It's this mic, right? I
ChatGPT.
can talk to it. Watch this, right? Let's try it. We'll see whether it will pick up. Okay, so you can do this at home. This is one way to practice. Hey, can you help me learn English? Can you hear? No.
Mm.
You guys can't hear, right? Because it's the way.
I can hear you, but I don't see anything coming up.
No. When you have this mode, they use only the voice. You know what I mean? Can you hear this? I need to set it up properly so you can, hold on. Let's do that. Hold on, co-pilot. Hold on. Let me check this out. There is a way. You guys did not hear the voice of
No.
that thing?
No.
Oh, no. No, okay, hold on. There's a way to do it. Hold on. It says, I think this is how I do it. Microsoft Edge. If I do that, hold on. I'm not ready to talk to you. Can you hear? But hold on now. Can you hear it now? Hold on. Hold on. I don't think this is the one. This is the one I wanted. Hold on. Let me go to the other screen. Oh, I can't find the screen. Oh, hold on. Where is this screen? I know we are wasting time. Let me figure it out. I'll show it to you next time. I want you to use Copilot. You can have a conversation and say, hey, can you help me learn English and ask me some questions, right? Copilot will talk to you just like I'm talking to you right now. I'll demonstrate next time. Laura, let's do the religion. Let them talk. I think you and I talked too much today. They
Yeah.
did not.
So, Usha, Watsla, whoever wants to start first, what does religion mean to you? And what are some traditions that you have regarding religion?
I think religion is a belief system. It helps to understand our life, death, and around the world. And some people believe God or gods, and some believe spiritual things. So I believe and I follow only the Buddhist teaching.
So tell us about Buddhism. You said, so now you just said you are a Buddhist, right?
Yes.
Tell us, why do you think you are a Buddhist?
Focus on, actually it is focus on inner peace and how to ending our suffering. And I believe for noble truth, karma, and reincarnation, rebirth. So can I explain a little bit?
Yeah. Tell us what is Four Noble Truths, what is the Eightfold Path. So these things are to Laura. She doesn't know these things. But
Yes,
you have to think of someone that you met, they don't know anything about religion, and you are trying to tell them, hey, this is what I believe.
For
So what do you think?
Noble truth mean, I don't know for English, Dukkha Satya Samudaya Nirodha and Marga Satya.
Yeah, next time I want you to find out it in English. I'll let go. I'm not going to translate it, which I can.
Karma it is very connected to the reincarnation. Karma mean if someone someone lives helpful, kindness, so they may be going to a peaceful life in the next life. So if not, if they do harm things, they are going to they have to face suffering in the next life.
Okay.
Wait. Next time, right, I let you go about Four Noble Truths. You are a Buddhist. This is the core beliefs in your religion. So it's basically suffering, right? Origin of suffering, how to avoid suffering, then the Eightfold Path, and explain that. You should be able to explain that to someone like Laura. So next time we are going to attempt this again. So give us a better idea. Laura, you can ask question.
Okay, so what's like you were saying in Buddhism, karma is a big karma and reincarnation
Yes.
are at the center. So you talk about karma. So I'm guessing so here in America, like we use the word karma. So we'll say, oh, karma will get, karma. If somebody does something bad, we'll make a comment and we'll say, well, karma will take care of it, or karma. If somebody does something bad, we don't have to do anything. Karma is going to take care of it.
But the
So-
word karma is not a biblical word. It's a word that you guys use it from Buddhism.
No. I'm not using it in a religious sense. This is just more of a everyday use.
Everyday
This has
use.
nothing to do with religion in our context. We're just saying it. So my question is, so there is good karma and then there's bad karma, correct? So you believe that if you are a good person, that when you pass away, you'll be reincarnated at a higher level than somebody who is not a good person and does bad things. And they actually, if they're reincarnated, maybe they'd be reincarnated as a lower form. Is that what you believe?
Yes. Yes. Definitely, I
So
believe.
give an example. If somebody is say somebody is bad, and they pass away. So what would reincarnation look like for them?
Sometimes they are suffering from illnesses.
So do you believe that somebody can be reincarnated not as a human being, but as
Yes.
an animal?
Yes.
Okay. So
Do you believe that there is a heaven and hell in Buddhist way of thinking?
Yes.
You think people can go to heaven? Then my thing is then, so when would you go to heaven? You die, you go to heaven or hell, then you come back, or is it nothing like that? Can you know what I mean? So karma we understand. So if you do something right, you are going to be reborn. But where does this heaven and hell comes into the picture?
We believe end of our life is nirvana. So
Not the end of your life. The highest thing that Buddhists try
highest
to
thing of
achieve is nirvana.
yes.
Yeah.
So can you explain, Watsala? I want to understand.
Nirvana.
So do you believe that you have been reincarnated already, like that you have lived multiple lives? So how does a person know that they have actually lived other lives?
I don't know.
Here's another question.
I'm curious.
Yes.
I'm just curious. If I see a dog or a cat or another animal or even another person, are you treating them like they
had
were a
sinned.
person?
Yeah, they were in their previous life, they had done something bad. That's why they became a dog. Forget about dogs. Being a woman, is it also bad karma compared to a man? Do you think being a woman is also it has to do with karma?
The old people used to say that.
Wow.
If you're a lady, you are
Really?
bad karma. Yes.
Okay.
Listen, we are not laughing at people's beliefs. No, it is what
No,
we believe. We are just trying to understand what's going on.
I
But
think
Each
all the
person,
man also think like that. They have this ego also. The mans, I think they think like that. Mostly, I
who?
think Asian country, they will treat like a woman. You did something bad karma. That's why you are a woman. That's why you suffering from everything. Like that, they used to say. I think mans also have that ego.
so Usha, so Usha, is this an old belief or do men still believe that?
I think I still believe that. Yes.
Oh, let's talk about Usha's religion. We don't know
Yes.
what is your religion. Are you a Buddhist, Hindu? You're not a Buddhist. Are you
I'm
Hindu or
a
a Catholic?
Hindu. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm a
go ahead.
Hindu.
Good
We
chance
also
to talk
believe in
about. Mm.
Yeah, we also believe in karma. What we doing good things is come back to us. If we do bad things, that also come back to us. Yes, we have so many gods, and for different things, we different gods we have for the like protection, creating, so like that different things. We have different gods. We mostly pray in Shiva. After that, they have Shiva wife Parvati, and we have two sons. Is Murugan and Ganesh. After that, they like that. So many gods we have,
Mhm.
and yeah, I also believe in karma, but I don't believe in heaven and what hell. Yes, I don't believe because I think what we live that time only we see heaven and hell both in our life. I don't think after we died and we go to heaven or hell. I always think we suffering that is the hell. When we are happy, we get something nice that is heaven. That is my belief. I don't know, but other people. Mm, you ask me anything and I will tell you.
Yeah, here's the question.
So,
So, in Buddhists, they try to achieve nirvana. Christians, they try to go to heaven. What is your ultimate thing in Hinduism?
Same. We also think we go to heaven. We do the good things. We go to heaven. We also believe that everyone say you do good things. After that, you go to heaven. You got next next birth is a good one. You will born like a nice family, nice like that. If you do wrong things, you will get like animal or they will tell like that. Yes.
What is moksha to you? If you are a Hindu, what is moksha to you? The
Moksha
Hindu
means
word.
what meaning?
Yeah. What does it mean to you? Do you believe in it?
Moksha means what's the meaning? I don't know.
Find it out. I want you to tell me. This is not where I would give you a lecture. So look at the Buddhists, they want to achieve nirvana. So far, I don't know anyone who has achieved nirvana. I'm still waiting. But one woman once said to me, I'm 2 weeks away from nirvana. That's the only woman I can tell you. So then Hindus want, they that's moksha. So do you believe in Vishnu?
We have some people pray for Vishnu, some people for Lord Shiva. I praying for Shiva.
Okay, I
Uh,
want you to tell next time what's the difference between Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma. These
okay.
three, these are
Brahma
the
means
three. Yeah,
Brahma. He is creating everything. He
very
is the
good.
creator of everything. Vishnu is he is take caring everything. Shiva is what telling he's
Destroyer.
yes,
so,
yes.
so wait, it's sorry,
They
it's Brahma or Brahma?
Brahma.
Brahma. There's
Brahma.
a
Yes,
word called Brahma is another word in
yes,
Hindu, right? There's a cow. This
yes.
is Brahma,
Okay.
Brahma. That's the creator God. Then,
Yes.
So,
these are the three gods that they
Yes.
worship.
right. So, Usha, I have a question. So, I know somebody who practices Hinduism, and so one of the gods, I guess, is Durga. It's like a female
Yes,
warrior.
yes.
And so I'm curious, when you're going through something in your life, if you're going through something challenging or difficult, or say you are I don't know, a musician or an athlete, are there certain gods for each of those things that somebody can go and pray to? So, for instance, say I'm a musician, I'm a singer. Is there a specific god that I could pray to help me with my singing or my voice or
Yes, we have like something you are like dancing. Then they pray for Natraj. Natraj is Shiva's dancing, like movements like that. They will pray for Natraj, and if you are asking protection, then you go for a Ganesh. Like we have different. If you are like learning something, you go to Saraswati. Then you like want money or something, then you go for Lakshmi. Like this we have like a department, like a doctor. You're suffering from something, then you go for a doctor. That also have like a teeth doctor different, and you like body part different. Like this only our god. If we have something different problem, we have the different god.
so when you go to a temple, are there multiple gods in the same temple? Are they
Yes,
separate, or you can have
we
10?
have different temple also, but if you go any temple, they have all god, main gods, everyone is there. If
Okay.
you pray, everyone.
So how many gods are there in Hinduism? Like
I don't have
thousands?
the I don't know, but I didn't count, but have
There's a saying, there are more ghosts in Hinduism than people. So there are a lot of gods, millions and
yes,
millions of gods.
yes.
So even a rat, I have seen a temple in India, they worship rats. So a rat can be a god too. So
So
there are all kinds of
they
gods.
they say symbolically 330 million.
Yeah, so there you go.
Wow.
So there are a lot of
Okay.
gods in India. Here's a question for you. Do you believe in Kali? That's my favorite goddess, Kali.
I
I
believe,
believe Kali.
yes, I
Yeah.
believe because Kali is Shiva wife. When any lady get angry, they call this she's a Kali because our anger is so high. That time every woman become like a Kali because she can destroy everything. If woman is like that powerful, they want to show that woman very powerful. That's why they create that is a Kali.
So can I ask, do people go to certain gods? So say somebody offended you or somebody did something wrong to you. Can you go to a certain god and wish ill on them, or it doesn't work that way?
I think it doesn't work like that because these all people create. God doesn't tell the harm for anybody because we are some place, mostly Hindus are vegetarian. They're telling don't eat like a non-veg. But then how can God can tell you go and treat other people anything? I think these
Right.
all create people. I believe that only because God, every God, I think teach good things only. Nobody tell you go and do something wrong. But I
Okay,
think it's
here,
all
let
people
me add something here. That's what she believes. But in Sri Lanka, Hindus, there are Hindu temples for Kali only. There's one in Modara. So this is a temple designated to Kali. People go there for vengeance. Let's say you did something to me that I cannot punish you. I would go and pray to Kali and say, punish this woman. People do this in Sri Lanka. They do it openly. It's not a secret. So no, maybe Usha does not believe, but there is the God. Have you
yes,
seen what Kali is? Kali is a goddess who, in one hand, she has a severed head she is holding,
Yeah.
and she's dancing on this dwarf. You know what Kali means? What is the word Kali means to you? Do you know what it is? From the
No.
word Kala. Kala means time, right? The Kali is it is like time. Time devours everything. Time, right, takes it. It is Kali is like that. It's a very powerful image. I'll show some pictures later. It's a scan. I remember when Rocco was little, I used to show him these pictures of Hindu gods. First time I showed him Ganesh, the elephant-headed god, he got scared. He closed his eyes. I gave him some time, then he started looking at them. Kali is a scary god. You don't want to mess with her. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, getting back to that though, I would say outside of religion, people do that sometimes. It might not be right, but people do that. Religion aside, they might wish ill on somebody if they did something wrong to them. So I don't think that it's just a Hindu practice, right? I think that's just human nature. That if somebody does something wrong to you, maybe not everybody, but some people's first instinct might be to get back at
That's true.
them.
Let me ask Vasana a question. Tell us about the rituals. When you go to a temple, what do you guys do? I want Usha to say the same thing. Vasana, you can start. Tell us
Yes.
what do you guys do at a
we
temple, Buddhist temple?
We offer flowers, worship Lord Buddha, and meditation is another part. And I think, actually, I think these are not the real Buddhism. We will clean our mind, and we must help others and avoid suffering and avoid anger and self selflessness. I think
Watsala, how would you explain to somebody like from who's used to Western religions? So Buddhism, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no God in Buddhism. There are deities, I believe, but there's no God. So can you explain a little bit more the belief? So you have temples, right? So in the temples, who is in the temples? Like, can you name some?
only Lord Buddha and some gods are there.
There's a
Like
separate building for Hindu gods. So
Yes.
the main thing is the Buddhist temple. Every Buddhist temple also has a separate place where they
Yes.
worship Hindu gods. It became a tradition in Sri Lanka because some Sri Lankan kings, they married Indian women. And then that's how it started, I think.
So do people pray to Lord Buddha? Like, for instance, so Buddha was a human who found enlightenment, correct? So, but do you pray to Buddha, Lord Buddha, or no?
No, that means no, we are not praying for Lord Buddha.
I think
So-
people do. My mother used to pray. You go and ask him certain things. They address to the Buddha and they pray. I think they do pray,
Yes.
right?
They pray, yes.
We have
They
to have.
do that.
Too bad there is Fume
but
is not there.
they don't consider him. They don't consider him a god.
It's
Yes.
not a
Or-
god, no.
It's not a
He's
God.
not he's a human.
But he's somebody who reached enlightenment.
Yes.
I'm just trying to get a better understanding. Like when you go to the temple, but are there statues of Buddha? Are there?
There are many statues of Lord
Okay.
Buddha.
So it's a form of respect. Is it something like you're looking towards him as an example because your goal as a Buddhist is to reach enlightenment one day? Is he like somebody that everybody looks up to because he reached enlightenment? Is that correct? Or
Yes. They reach to the enlightenment. We talk in Visak Day. We especially talk about birth, enlightenment, death.
so, Watsala and Usha, do you both believe that regardless of anyone's religion, that because so I'm Catholic, Usha, you practice Hinduism, Watsala, Buddhism, and so don't you believe that regardless of your religion, this is how I believe, I'm just curious if you believe the same, that regardless of anyone's religion, if you are a good person and treat people with respect, that that is all that matters? Or you know how some people, some religions, it's very, and I'm in one of them probably, it's very strict where my religion is the one religion, my religion is the best religion kind of thing. I don't believe that. I believe that all like whatever, like I was born Catholic, that's what I know, right? But I could have been born Buddhist, or I could have been born a different religion. So to me, I just feel like as long as you're a good human being and treat people with respect, that's all that matters to me. Now, do you in your like what you've seen, do you agree or do you not
I,
agree?
I agree because I learn. I am single medium. I learn. I until grade 11. I learn Buddhism. Then I go to Buddhist temple. I pray for that also. I have my friends all Christians. Then I Easter days they all will fasting here. Then I also sometimes with them fasting. I keep fasting, and I Christmas day I go and celebrate with them. Then I go to Christian church, and I will believe all. I all think every God is the same. This is our belief system. Then I born in a Hindu family. Then my parents are Hindu. That's why I following that. But every God is the same. No one tell bad things. Everyone telling is a good thing. I thinking like religion is like our mother. I love my mother, but I respect your mother also. That I always believe that. Yes.
That's really sweet. I like that.
That's what Gandhi said. When it comes, what you said is exactly what Gandhi said. Religion is your mother. Only you can criticize your mother. Others can. It's very true. Let me wrap it up. Then I'm going to ask a question. I think it's almost we have been doing this for an hour. We are not going to do the other class, Laura, because Pumi is not here. Here's
Okay.
the thing I want to ask you, right? So here we are trying to help you, develop some conversational skills. Other than coming to this class once a week, what else do you do to improve your conversational skills? I want to hear from Vatsala and Usha. What else do you do during the week?
I will write see my notes all I write.
You
All
write
the
notes,
girl
okay,
I
that's a
write
good thing.
everything.
Vatsala, so here's the thing. Why do you think I sent you a plan and list of words? What was my purpose? I spent some time. I'm not trying to improve my conversational skills. I gave that to you. What did you do with that document that I sent? You just probably opened it yesterday. The reason I sent that document, it's like a map, right? Use that map. So you cannot talk about a topic unless you know the words, right? Every subject has its own jargon. Jargon means specific language. You can't talk about religion without a set of words. I can't talk about chemistry without, words in chemistry has its own jargon. Religion has its own jargon. So I'm going to tell you, I don't think you guys put any time and think about the topic before you come to the class. Be very candid with me. Do you spend some time and think about this topic before you come to the class?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you just think. How many minutes do you spend? How much time do you spend? Thinking is that one thing, but in reality, do you read about it? I showed you the co-pilot, right? How much do you spend any time? If you do, how many minutes would you spend for a topic? I know Laura does. She doesn't have to. So how many minutes do you spend every week to prepare for a topic?
Whenever I free, I working hours, then I'm whenever free, I then take some notes, and after that I come back. Then I cooking, I going to gym, then come back. Sometimes I will spend my mind inside everything have that one won't turn words are very difficult.
Vatsala, what do you do to
When
prepare?
I get a free time, I'm writing. My writing skill is very good than my speaking skill. So,
Have you guys ever done this? You have a phone, right? Have you ever used the phone and just talk about a topic and listen to yourself? Have you done that?
No.
no.
I think you should do that. Just take your phone, see how long you can talk about this topic. That's very important, right? Just see. We used to do that at the very beginning of this class. I used to tell Vatsala and Piyumi, we would give them a topic, and I would say, talk for 3 minutes, record it, and send it to me. Maybe we should restart that, Laura. What do you think, Laura?
Yeah, I
We should
mean,
ask them
whatever.
to send a recording for like 5 minutes about each topic before they come to the class.
I mean, that's fine. I was thinking since we are going to be talking about religion again next week or the next few weeks, I
Yeah.
thought it would be kind of nice if, so maybe Usha, you could pick a deity that you feel very strongly, like you have a personal maybe connection, and you can tell us more about them to me, since I don't know, like some facts, some information about a deity or about a special occasion in Hinduism that's really special to you. And then Watsala, the same. If there's something very specific in Buddhism, a festival or I don't know if I'm saying this right. Can I say deity for Buddhism?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
the
if
thing,
there's
yeah.
like,
I don't think, Laura, let me see whether they understood this word. Laura keeps using this word, one of the words that I put. How many of you knew that word? She kept saying deity, deity. I don't think either one of you understood.
it's a divine being.
Divine
It's
being.
somebody. So I don't know if I can. It's a divine being within. So like
Like
Ganesh,
a god, like a
or
god or a goddess.
right, a god, right.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm confused for Buddhism if I can say that.
Oh, no. She can say that she goes to Vasala, goes to a temple. She would probably go to the Hindu,
Hindu
section, and she would
temples.
worship Vishnu, or most people,
Wait a
Muruga.
second. So wait, this brings up a point. So Watsala, you're saying that you're Buddhist, but will you go to a Hindu temple?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you do pray, and
Yeah.
you pray sometimes to the. Okay, I didn't know that. So if you both want to pick somebody, like pick a deity that is important to you or that you pray to, or something that's special to you, I would love to know more about it. And then I don't know if Pumi I didn't know, is she Buddhist, Pumi?
Yes.
She's
Yes. Yes.
Buddhist. I'll ask.
Okay, so
I
maybe
think
she can do
I'll
the
let
same
her.
thing.
Yeah.
And then everybody can talk about. I think that would be nice. And even if you have like a picture, like if you could like send a picture
Yeah, send me
to
the
Jagat
picture that
so
you
that,
want to share, then I'll share. Send me the picture, right? You can
yeah.
talk. Let's spend just a few minutes. Let's see how many words you know the word Jesus, right? Tell me whether you know these words. Buddha, Muhammad. You know the word Muhammad? This is Prophet
Yes.
Muhammad,
Prophet
right?
Muhammad.
Heaven,
One, yes.
heaven,
Health,
hell,
faith,
faith.
belief,
But you never use that. You use the word belief.
Belief.
Fanatic. Do you know what a fanatic is? Religious fanatic.
fanatic means we don't know.
We don't know.
Find out. I want you to find out and tell me what a fanatic. If I say that guy is a religious fanatic, I want you to tell me what I meant by that. Okay. Apostate, look it up. Ritual. I think we asked. I don't know whether you guys scripture. How many of you know the word scripture? Very interesting. So you don't know morality. I think I heard that. Ethics probably. Do you know the words morality and ethics?
Yes.
Okay. Worship, we talk. Divine, we talk. Afterlife, we talk. Karma, you mentioned. Nirvana, we mentioned. Incarnation, you mentioned. Salvation, we did not mention because it's mostly used by Catholic Christians, right? Sacrifice, do you know what it is? Like
Yes.
sacrificing animals. Proselytize, that's a tough word. I want you to know. We'll go take a look at this list. This would help you. You know, this will give you the words to talk about religion. Anything else, Laura, before we wrap it up?
No, I mean, I guess just like a overview of what we discussed then. Because we were talking about religion, and everybody has their own belief system, and it's kind of a way to understand the meaning of our lives. And there's different types. So you've got non-theistic, which means there's no God. Monotheism, you have one God. And then polytheism, you have multiple gods. And then in Buddhism, reincarnation and karma, it's very connected. It's kind of the center of it. And yeah, so then next week we will talk about,
Yeah.
specific
So,
deities.
let's wrap up. Let me ask this question. Usha, based on what Laura was talking, are you a polytheist or a monotheist? Since you are a Hindu, right? Are you here? The word is polytheism.
That means
That means
What is that means? What is poly means? Poly means many. Theism is right. Polytheism is when people believe in many gods. You are a polytheist. Vatsara, are you a polytheist or a monotheist? Mono means one. Theism is
polytheist.
you are
Polytheist.
also
I
a
believe
polytheist.
Vishnu and God.
Yeah, you are a polytheist. Only Laura is the monotheist here. I'm just a pagan, but that's where we are. We'll talk about it next time. Thank you, Laura, for giving your time. Thank you, Vatsala. I'll send you this, maybe either today or tomorrow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
Vatsala.
you.
See you
Bye.
next week. Have a good
Okay.
week.
Same to you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.